those little things that can make a woman feel so special.
It's been a while since I've made an update video on the whole lifting situation since my first update where I had been somewhat actually lifting for a couple weeks to months consistently. And last time I was training at Gold's Gym in Tampa, Gold's Gym Tampa Gasworks, and I actually ended up switching to a new gym because I like it a lot better. It's called Counterculture in St. Pete. I just found out about it and signed up there, and it's like a lot more hardcore feeling. The people there like much more serious about bodybuilding, which is nice because everybody's very considerate and knows what they're doing and not like standing in front of you when you're trying to do sets or being rude to their tripods or anything like that. The people seem to be really nice. Nothing wrong with Gold's, but people I seem to like better at Counterculture. And also every single piece of equipment is handpicked, so instead of just buying one brand of a ton of things, every single piece is like the best version of like that machine you can get. So it's all like absolutely awesome equipment. It's pretty small, but they're moving to a bigger location, so I'm really enjoying that right now. So the game plan is basically, I feel like I am actually finally starting to get back into the swing of things for real. I hit my first moderately difficult leg day this week, which I hadn't done basically since the incident, since the hack squat that started the headaches and whatnot that caused all this. So what are we in? Today is January 8th, and I'm thinking I'm gonna bulk through the end of March. I don't know how much size I'll actually be able to gain in that time, but I'm hoping muscle memory does the heavy lifting, and as long as I can keep my food up and my protein up and my lifting as consistent as possible without any slowdowns or missing a bunch of lifts, I should be in a good spot, and I'll have a good, 8, 9, let's see, 10 or 12 week bulk. That's not massive, but I do want to be lean for summer this year, even if I'm not huge, just because I haven't gotten to do that in a really long time. I kind of lost 2 years from this whole situation. So I'm going to start dieting in April and diet for probably 12 to 16 weeks just for the heck of it, because I want to see what I look like. We have to push the pace really hard for like the next 12-ish weeks now and gain as much weight as we can. And hopefully if we end up around 195, 200-ish, I'll be happy with that. And then just try to maintain 160, 170. So yeah, January 8th, I would say this week was the first week I got really, really back into it. I'm at a new gym, pushing it really hard, and we're just gonna see what we can do. So bulk through the end of March, diet for 3 to 4 months, and be lean by July, hopefully. Ride that out for the rest of the year, and then start bulking again in the winter, I guess. It's not a lot of growing time, obviously, but I just want to enjoy having a round face and whatnot. Enjoy the palm trees over Gandy Bridge. It's headed to St. Pete. Gotta love the Tesla. Not having to drive is the best. We ain't never driving. But I'm trying to eat like 32 to 3,500 calories, 200-ish grams of protein a day. I need to get consistent on that, obviously, for anything to actually happen, or else this is just a waste of time. My appetite was doing really good before I went home and took that like 2-week-ish break, and now it's kind of crashed again. I don't have much of an appetite, but I get consistently back in the gym, get my steps in, not cooped up in winter New York. Down here in Florida, my appetite will increase a lot. So hoping within the next week to 2 weeks, my appetite's ravaging again, and I can really, pack on the size. I grow really fast when my protein's very high and my calories are very high. But if I'm not like pushing it to the limit, I feel like I don't really grow. And the same happens with dieting. I have to diet really hard for anything to happen. I'm not sure why, just how it's been in my experience. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna hit a nice moderate push day today. Definitely chest emphasis with a little bit of shoulders and a little bit of triceps. Not gonna do any dumbbell, probably just gonna stick to the different machines they have there today. I don't wanna put on elbow sleeves. It's about 80 degrees out. It's pretty hot in there. And I've got a thick Gasp shirt on with short sleeves. Usually I don't like wearing short sleeves at the gym, but gotta do what you gotta do. So that's basically the plan, yeah. See what we can do and hopefully push some moderate weights, and hopefully the gym's not packed. I wanted to go early in the morning, but barely got any food in yesterday, barely got any sleep, and had an early morning presentation for work, so I did not have time to go in the morning. So we're gonna go like mid-afternoon-ish, I should say. Hopefully it's not packed.
Take my eyes open up for reality. Why can't you let me see my reality? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the
spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
We just finished up here and it was a pretty good workout. I got here just before the rush, so not too busy. It went really smooth. We hit like a push stay, mostly chest, a little bit of shoulders, and like one tricep movement. So nothing too crazy. It wasn't like an arms heavy day. It wasn't a shoulder heavy day. It was mostly a push day, and we're still getting back into it. With this Chiari and anyone who's watching who has it, you really have to avoid that Valsalva maneuver, which is where you really like hold your breath in the bottom and press. That's what's going to really cause you some problems, is that Valsalva maneuver. And if you don't know what that is, give it a Google. It's what you do inadvertently when you cough or sneeze or take a really like hard shit or push weights really hard. You have to hold your breath to move something that you're doing the maneuver. So I've really trained myself not to do it as much as I can. I really breathe through all the reps, even if it's one where I would like to do the maneuver to get a little bit more extra strength out of it, but it's just not worth it. So on one of the movements today, on that sort of neutral grip incline plate loaded press, I sort of accidentally did it a little bit, so I'm feeling it here a little. So I'll probably end up taking a rest day tomorrow and having a little ibuprofen to reduce inflammation and maybe ice. With this brain problem, it's really all about longevity. If I'm going to make any gains back, I have to be able to do this for as long as I can without any serious problems. So we're going to listen to our body, and we are going to take some precautions, and we're not going to push it, because pushing it for incremental gains is not worth being out of the game for a couple weeks and setting us back and building up more scar tissue and potentially turning it into another brain surgery. So we're gonna go back, we're gonna get some protein in us, we're gonna get about 2 more meals in us tonight to hit that caloric goal, and we're gonna just rest up and try to keep pressure up the head while we sleep. If I do some food part of this, I'll see you guys back at the crib, but if not, thanks for watching.